Good morning, everybody. Okay, so what utter madness am I up to today? Well, I'm off to a nearby village called Old Hurst to collect my sausages to put in the freezer for my pigs in blanket on Christmas Day. And the temperature outside is between -2 and -1 degrees centigrade. I've 6 outer layers on my waist and 3 below my waist. Here we go. So what layers have I got on? I've got 2 thermals, a t-shirt, a fleece, a body liner for the jacket, and the jacket. So Mr. Michelin springs to mind. I have an external microphone connected to the GoPro 11 Black Hero, and it's fed into my RI helmet. But I had a heck of a job starting my bike this morning because the oil, and I'll reach out to Trevor about that, but my winter oil may be just a bit too thick, and I had definitely some clutch slip on the bike as I was trying to engage the gear kickstarter. So I'm riding along here at a rather sluggish 45-48 mile an hour, conscious, extremely conscious that anything in the shade is likely to be ice, but we're moving along, and hopefully the oil will be warmed up by the time I get to Old Hurst, which is about 4.5 miles from where I live. The only challenge I've had really is leaving my garage and the estate roads, which, as we know, are not typically gritted these days. But yeah, this is exactly what my winter hack is used for. Not a cloud in the sky. Probably the most dangerous manoeuvre I'm going to make, which is crossing the main A road into Ramsey to turn right at Old Hurst. Bike's warming up now. I'm not moving the throttle, but the speed's picking up. Yeah, here we go. Just to the left of 50 mile an hour. Visor's open, so apologies for the wind noise. Here we go, watching out for shade as I turn right here. Just watching for braking on the white paint. No cars behind me. Physical indication rather than the lights. Here we go, silver car behind the black one. Focus, has it seen me? Yep, it's seen me. High tickover brings its own dangers, doesn't it, as you let the clutch out. So as I let the oil warm up slowly, I increased the slide height a little bit by the big thumb screw that's at the bottom on the BSA 59 monoblock. So I've got an enhanced tickover. Okay, so turning left here, conscious of the junction, conscious of the people. These are absolutely no doubt come from the butchers. Old Hurst, Google it, it's well worth a visit. For the children, they've got a crocodile farm and an aviary, and I don't know what you actually call it, but a tropical house. Gonna have to reduce the revs here. So this is the village of Old Hurst, and the butcher's is only a few minutes away. Last time I rode in sub-zero temperatures like this, I was just thinking while I was watching the bike Tickover, was 1995, when I rode a Harley Davidson and latterly a Bombardier Rotax. Remember those, Rob Daniels? And I was a collector of wet film reconnaissance imagery from the photo reconnaissance pod for the Harrier in Norway and in Denmark in the snow. So one could almost say these are tropical conditions for Cloughers. What I forgot to tell you for those friends who are analysts will realise just how long ago it was that the GR3 used a wet film pod. And I think it was an F95 PFO, port facing oblique camera, but that was a lifetime ago, so my memory's not what it used to be. The only body part that's cold are my extreme fingertips. Here we go. I've actually missed my turning, so we're just going to spin it round in the sun. No ice in the sun. Need to reduce those revs on the carburettor. I don't like letting my clutch out with such high revs. Here we go. Left turning here. Do you know, it's been such a short journey. I'm really hopeful that my oil has warmed up and I don't suffer clutch drag and everything being tired and tight. I will kill my engine as soon as I go into the yard. But this is Johnson's of Old Hurst, the butchers. Highly recommended. Everybody quite rightly right. Shade equals ice. Even I know that. Just kill the engine because, quite simply, a tickover at what must be approaching 3,500 RPM is not very good at all, is it? Even I know that. Brand Christmas straw. You must be cold. You must be the only person I've seen today that's probably going to be similar sort of temperature to me. I'm going to come for me sausages. Are you talking about me or the machine, sir? $19.59 BSA. It's my winter hack. Let's see how easy she is to start now that the oil has warmed up. So I got my sausages, got my pack of fudge. Don't know whether you can see how cold it is. Look at the frost on those leaves. So I give it a good flood. I mean a real good flood. Get the kickstart out. It's not bad. Here we go, I'm going to have to pull over. Camera's slipping and I can reduce that tick over. There we go. As you know, biker friends, too fast to tick over, let the clutch out. You're going to have a bit of wheel slip when you let the clutch out. There you go, I'm just adjusting. Just adjusting my front brake. There we go. What a beautiful morning. I'm certainly warm enough. Should be, shouldn't I? Layers I've got on. Okay, here we go. Again, we're just after midday. We can see that at midday we still have ice. So what we've got to do is be absolutely mindful of shadow Shade, shadow equals ice. And you can see where it's defrosted here in the sun. And there's a water layer. With the ever so slight breeze, that water will freeze again in no time and turn into ice. Anyway, let's stop talking about ice. Johnson's, Butcher's, Old Hurst. Here we go. Ice here. Slight wisp of cloud, but stunning. Stunning. I'm going to pull over in the sun at the T-junction at the top of the road here and adjust my camera. Dog on a lead. Cool, riding into the sun. I can't see a thing. No cars behind me. That's good. Oh, crikey, I can't see a sodding thing. Straight over. Pulling up in the sun. Gonna tighten up my chest harness. Turning it off. Fuel off. I haven't got a lot of fuel in this. Let's take a quick look, see what we're dealing with. Oh, it's okay. It's not gone below the bridge of the tank, so we've got something. Yeah, Johnson's of Old Hurst. It's definitely an artisan butcher's. It's, dare I say, it's not for anybody on a budget in these austere times with everything going up, but these sausages are premium sausages and going in my freezer. Here we go, into the sun. Apologies for that. Hope you've enjoyed my video. So this is the road, and if you're used to my YouTube channel, you subscribe. Look at that beautiful bird of prey, it's stunning. If you watch my YouTube channel, you'll notice that this is a commonly ridden road. I just couldn't resist it. The temperature outside will not put my sausages at risk before I freeze them. Right, end of talking about sausages. So what's Old Cluffers been up to this week? Well, I've moved the Norton Fastback 1969 Mark 1 into my ice sugar. See it? See the white? Maybe the GoPro won't pick it up, but I'm now on ice, throttled off, literally allowing the bike to crikey me, David. Need to adjust my mirror. I can't actually see if there's cars behind me. Problem I've got, you see, is this car braking on here, skidding. I'm going to come back this way. What a flipping crazy idea coming on this road. Right, I'm unhappy. I'm going to turn around. This is ice here. There's a junction coming up. A few of my photographs have been taken here. I'm just chugging along now. Okay, sun on the junction. Let's have a look. Just braking ever so gradually, no cars behind me. Just feathering the throttle. Slipping the clutch slightly, watching out for the mulch on the road. Just Cursory look to the right, no tractors. Here we go, back over the ice. At gingerly 12 to 13 miles an hour. I'm sure people can run quicker, but I think the tyres are ever so slightly low on pressure, and that will give me a bigger footprint on the surface of the road. I mean, here I am pottering along minding my own business. The greatest risk is an overcautious driver meeting me and braking on the ice and skidding into me. Yeah, I got a car right behind me, but I'm afraid you're gonna have to wait, mate, because you ain't pressuring me to ride quickly. Here we go. Into the sun, now see water. Cool. Apologies for those that are watching my video and can see me riding into the sun. I don't know how well the GoPro is at this, but we have a clear run now. There we go, that was my rather foolish attempt to ride down into Norton. The clue there being ride down too. It's in a dip. Why did old Cloughers, with all my experience, not think a village in a dip would not have reached the angle of the sun to defrost the roads? Anyway, extremely unusual for me to make the right call and turn around when the conditions got a bit dodgy. But yeah, heading home. So yeah, Norton 1969 Mark 1, what's happening with it? Well, had just shy of 6,000 miles with it over the summer, and I thought I'd bring it into the warmth of the porch over winter till around March the 18th and take a look at it, a closer look. And it's being stripped, headlamp shell is being replaced as it's rotting from the inside out, so Andover Norton are helping with that. The exhaust roses are tarnished, so I've spent quite a bit of money getting those sorted, because I think the roses are such an important part of the Norton and the design and the look, and arguably the Norton engine twin 750, 850s, they're not as pretty as Edward Turner's Triumph twins. Anyway, I digress. I've been to Seagar Engineering in Debenham, Norfolk, and spoke to the owner Patrick, and they're making up some CNC roses. And the advantage with these, if anybody knows anything about dissimilar metal, is that it's an alloy head on the Norton, and the alloy roses will expand at the same temperature and time as the head does. And for those that run Nortons realise that there are numerous challenges about keeping those roses locked, from pins to drilling to lock wire, and the idea being that making them out of alloy gives you the same thermal expansion footprint, alloy head, alloy rose, and they're less likely to come undone. Having said that, I have ordered some retaining locking collar assemblies that my friend Simon showed me on his 850 Commando. And what else are we doing with the Norton? Well, unfortunately I had a bit of a shock, in the respect that I took the carbs off to put them in the ultrasonic cleaner and discovered that they were very, very badly worn. Now everybody knows the early monoblocks do rattle, the early concentrics rattle when the slides wear. I've taken the opportunity, again through Andover Norton, because Berlin Fuels, AMAL, spelled A-M-A-L, were out of stock of the banker carburetors, and I've took the opportunity to fit Premier AMAL carburetors. I briefly thought about fitting a Makuni single and an AMAL single carb, but shied away from that. I think having as many bikes as I do, certainly balancing carburetors is no challenge to me. So yeah, that's the Norton. Keep an eye open on my YouTube channel for pictures and videos and updates on the Norton recommissioning for spring 2023. Thanks for watching. Please remember to hit the like button, and if you like it even more, hit the subscribe button. Thank you.